Yo, what it is and what's good? Welcome back to another episode of Lucky Underdogs Podcast, brought to you by none other than Believe Network, Goodman Productions. Thank y'all for tuning in, whether you're watching us on Bally Sports or in Ohio or on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts. However, we appreciate you for tuning in. As always, it's your boy, Devin, Devin Butler in the house.
And it's your boy CJ Prosise. And we always showcasing the underdogs, team underdog, the guys who don't get the opportunities, don't get the media coverage, but they always go out in the field and make the most of the opportunities. So we always gonna highlight those guys and make sure we show those guys and give them some love.
No doubt about it, man. What's good, CJ, man? How you feeling, dog?
Man, I'm lovely, man. I'm lovely. Indy got to win. We going.
Mm-hmm.
We can possibly get a 10-win season. So hey,
Yeah,
that's a positive. We might play
mm-hmm.
LSU. We could play LSU in a bowl game. We'll see. Hey,
Man, we got a lot to talk about. We definitely got some
some things
things
to
to
talk
talk
about. We
about.
got some things to talk about.
First and foremost, we should definitely say, I think by the time this is dropping for everybody, happy holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Turkey Day. We're hoping that y'all are spending it with some family, some loved ones, and that you're eating good, man.
Always,
And that you're
always.
thankful, because breaking bread is really how you show that you're thankful, and
And
that's what it's all about.
I love to say happy Thanksgiving, but every day is Thanksgiving. Every day you got something to be thankful for. So I always kind of look at it like that. So every day is something to be thankful for. So happy Thanksgiving. No matter
That's
if it's
real
today,
poignant, man.
every day you got something to be thankful for.
That's poignant right there, man. People need to, that's what we need more in
Oh,
this society, man. Just more
oh,
thanks. People giving more thanks instead of looking for
be
more.
grateful.
People giving more instead of looking to receive more. But
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
man. It's yeah, that was a good win. That was a good win.
shout out
It
senior. Shout out
reminded
to the
me of,
seniors. Shout out to the
shout out to
seniors.
the seniors. That's the way you want to go out on Notre Dame field, with a big dub, you know what I'm saying? A dominant W. I know that felt good. I don't know if them boys still go to CJ's or what after, but I know they was turned. I know they had them a good time, and they deserved it, man. Those
Yeah,
are
they ain't got
hardworking
feed no more.
guys. Yeah, they ain't got no feed. That's crazy.
No more. Ain't got
R.I.P.
feed. But man,
R.I.P.
yeah, man.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Oh, you can't say too much about it. Just gotta mention it and keep it moving.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hey, but man, like the game, man. I mean, we won. It was, senior day. We blew them out. I mean, we did what we were supposed to do. I mean, to me, I ain't. We had some big plays finally. Guys made some big plays. So I mean, I guess we finally gonna call some deep shots and make some big plays in the second to last game of the season. So hey,
Yeah. It was definitely. It looked kind of familiar to the early games in the season of the high-powered offense taking shots and really just having their way. So it was really flashes of the early season, and that was something that I think we was missing. I don't know if guys was a little. I mean, yeah, guys was banged up, and that mid-season grind definitely takes a toll on the body
yeah.
and the mind. So, you can't never just count that out. But it was definitely good to see them guys get back on track. They was doing good on third down, 5 for 10. I mean, it's not the best, but it's a slight improvement from what it's been the past few weeks. So definitely can't just. I got to tip my hat to them. They improved, and that's what you always want to see.
No,
Excuse
for
me,
sure.
especially late in the season.
Yeah, and I was real excited to see the young guys step up, especially those young receivers. Because really that's really what we've been missing. This kind of this whole season. I mean, we ain't really had guys really making those big plays, making those big catches. We ain't had no only person that made some big Sports Center top catch was Mitch. That was like you know 6 7 weeks ago. So we ain't had nobody just
Yeah,
go up and make big catches. So I think that's one of the big reasons we haven't really seen a lot of down the field plays. We saw Tobias make a play this week, and really kind of see little flashes of his potential, just off that size and speed. And so I mean, we just going forward, I think that's just got to that's got to be what those guys gonna be focusing on. They just gotta be having that mentality like, hey, if it's gonna be the offense gonna be explosive, it's gonna be us. The quarterback can't even matter at this point. We're gonna be have to make those plays. So yeah, man.
no, for sure. I
Yeah.
think one thing that we can't just let go by is the work that Audric Estime has been putting in this season consistently. I mean, over 1,000 yards now. We definitely got to tip our hat to bro,
Oh
because
yeah.
that's a hell of a season right there. I mean, he's averaging 6 yards a carry this year, 14 touchdowns. You know, he's been consistent for the offense. If there's been one thing that's been consistent, I would say it's definitely been him. And I think, he's definitely going to make him some money. He's going to go make him some money next year
No,
for sure.
absolutely, man, absolutely. I mean, I wish him the best. Stay healthy. That running back
Hmm.
position, man, is brutal, especially at the next level. At this point, I would say, play this game this week, rest it on up, buddy, because
Mm.
you mean, you want to rest it on up
Yeah.
because he didn't done enough. I don't think
Yeah.
he didn't shown. He didn't show. He for me, he didn't show. I mean, after that Ohio State, not even. I think it was an NC State game. He was that
Hmm.
game. He showed me. I was like, yeah, he's league ready. He don't like he's hurling people, running through people.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like,
Oh,
he league.
yeah.
He gonna be. He's one of the top running backs coming off the board. So I'm excited
Yeah,
for
he
his future.
reminds me of like an old school, like a Jamal Lewis kind of running back. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? One of those
hmm
type of backs, like a
He's
real
tough.
workhorse.
He
Yeah,
tough, man.
yeah,
He's real
man.
tough. So I'm excited for him, and I love his progression because it's like goes from he just a banger back, and all of a sudden
Hmm.
he catching people, juke, hurdling
Shifty.
hurdling people. I'm like,
Hmm.
then he'll lower that shoulder and run you over too. So man,
Yeah,
he's gonna have a special career, man. I'm excited to keep seeing him and see what he does once he gets to the league.
yeah, no, for sure. Same as well, man. I think he's definitely been. I would say he's been the offensive MVP this year for sure
For
for the
sure.
team. For sure, for sure. And I definitely think the defense MVP for the team this year. I don't know. I might be a little biased with the DBs, but I'm gonna definitely say my boy Watts, the MVP of the defense this year.
Yeah, it's
Shorty
gonna be
been
hard
doing
to
his
say.
thing,
It's
man.
gonna be hard to say not. It's some other guys. You can definitely mention in there. Um,
For sure.
I I think a guy who's kind of been like he's definitely team. He's definitely industry. But he don't be getting a lot of. He gets some highlights, but Jean Baptiste, the
Oh
transfer from
yeah.
Ohio State, man, he like I feel like every game he just putting good stuff on tape. His
Hmm.
motor is crazy. I feel like he always plays so hard, and he can be. I mean, obviously him and Watts, and then D tackle as well. I always forget the D tackle name. He's also been an MVP in my eyes as well. Just
Yeah.
being able to dictate the game, but definitely Xavier Watts, the way he's been just finding
You
the
talking about
ball.
Howard? You talking about Cross? Howard
Howard
Cross?
Cross,
Yeah.
Howard Cross, yeah, Howard
Hmm.
Cross. He's been a difference maker on the defensive side. But as far as just playmaking and big playability, Xavier Watts is,
Boy
is
Watts, man. You feel me?
yeah,
Hats off to the guy, man. Hats off to the fella, man. He's doing his thing this year.
yeah. Sometimes the ball just finds.
Yeah. You
Sometimes
know
the
what I
ball
mean?
just
Sometimes when you work hard enough, that's what happens. That's what's supposed to
exactly. You
happen
just
when you
find
work
yourself
hard.
in the right
The
spot.
ball is going to find you for sure.
Mhm.
But as we're talking about, a kind of season review, a little early, a little premature season review, but we've seen enough now at this point that we kind of just looking back on the product that we've seen so far. And I got the tough question to ask you, man. Do we keep Gerard Parker or do we let him go? And do we find something new, man?
Man, I think we gotta get somebody that's got it, did that experience, man. I think we gotta go find somebody who You know, I know last year we were talking about, the guy from Cincinnati. We're talking about like Byron Leftwich. Like we need somebody
Mm-hmm.
who really got that,
That's what we needed.
and can make those adjustments as well, um, in the game. I don't think, and that just comes with experience. Like, you know, um, being an OC, you don't just start making those adjustments on the fly when you put a tight end coach. You gotta you start doing that when you're OC. So he's kind of learning on the job right now. And when even this year, like he was having a guy like Sam Hartman. You would think like, man, we need to like this thing needs to be this and that, this and that. But
Jumping. Yeah, this joint need to
but
be
at the same
jumping.
time,
Like you got an
you got-
experienced dude.
exactly. But at the same time, it's like you got two new guys basically learning on the job. So um,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a lot of kinks, in the system. So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we definitely kind of it definitely looks good to try to go and get some, a guy with a little bit more experience, or who knows, who's been there before. But then it's
No, you
also like,
said it. You already said it. You said to go
yeah,
get somebody new. Don't try to backtrack it
yeah,
now.
but you
You
feel me?
already said it. No,
But I mean,
no.
it's also,
He said it,
but
y'all.
no, but at the same time, because it's like, we're already thinking about going to the transfer portal for another quarterback anyway. So it's like we might
Hmm.
as well, if we
Yeah.
don't have
So
our
I
guy,
mean,
if we don't have our guy, I think we go find our guy at OC, and then we let him bring along those quarterbacks. Because
okay.
right now I don't think Parker's the guy. I just don't think he's the guy.
I think I honestly what I'll say is I'm not too adept into how it goes in the offensive room and how the delegation of power goes on the offensive side and the coaching staff. But what I will say is I do like that there is a quarterbacks coach and then there is the offense coordinator. I think that as long as there's always one specific quarterbacks coach and he doesn't have any other responsibilities but mainly to his quarterbacks and to like pass game coordinating or whatever, like I think that's definitely going to contribute to the development of young quarterbacks. And I think that's what he's doing now when he's got Coach Gino in there. I mean, he's
Mm-hmm.
got experienced offensive mind, quarterback mind that's molding these quarterbacks, and that's specifically what he's doing. I think Gerard Parker definitely has some growing pains and some learning bumps this year, but I think we saw some really good things from the offense. I think a lot of what happened was just football circumstances.
Yeah,
We was tough on them as fans.
of
We want
course.
to see consistency. We want to see having your way on offense every game. We expect to go undefeated. But I think that he did enough to definitely warrant some confidence in next year. I mean, he might not be on the longest of leashes next year. He might be on a short leash for sure. If you come out there next year and it's more of the same, then I definitely think it's time to start evaluating what's going on. But I think next year they got potential. Those skilled guys definitely learned a lot this year. I think
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna see a huge jump in that receiver group next
Oh,
year.
for sure, for
Like
sure.
I think next year those receivers are gonna make a quarterback, an NFL caliber quarterback.
Exactly.
Like that's what it should be at least.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, and just like you said, he definitely he showed some signs of, she showed some good signs this year. And just like I mean, like I said earlier, he has a brand new quarterback coming in the system, and he's brand new at being an offensive coordinator. So you really can't expect, you can't expect us to go out there and put up 40 points a game.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we got a good quarterback, yeah, but it's like, yeah, you still gotta. He's not going. I mean, he played a whole new system for 5 years. Like he's probably still thinking about
Mm-hmm.
that. He still knows the plays from there. So just going into the second year in his system is going to be a lot of improvement just from the guys just being talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and Angela's a good quarterback, and he's going to improve in that system in the second year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see a lot of improvement. So next year will definitely be more of a
Yeah.
we'll get more of a picture, because even this year I think he was hired pretty late in the process,
Mm-hmm.
and so he was just kind of adapting. He was just probably putting in whatever was already in from Tommy Reese. He probably just kind of did
Adapted that to make it.
that,
Yeah.
just kind of simplified that to his kind of scheme. So now with a full off season and his getting his recruits and stuff in, he'll start to really put his system into play. So we'll get to
Yeah.
see a real, kind of really what his system is next year. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, if everything stays how it is, we never know how that's gonna go as well. But I would say, man, like, yeah, like, I mean, I would love to see a guy with experience coming here. But like you said, having a really experienced quarterback coach who can also, that the OC can kind of delegate that quarterback position too, and
Yeah.
delegate just passing game coordination too. Like that really helps, because I remember even our when we were there, we had Coach LaFleur, and he was the quarterbacks coach, and
Shout out to
a lot of
LaFleur.
shout out LaFleur, and a lot of the, like, I'm even my senior year, a lot of the plays that he had kind of like showed us and put in, Like we were still running those my senior year, and it was more like when they were most of our successful plays. So just having somebody like even like a quarterback receiver coach, just one of those, even like an O line coach who really can take care of that run game, coordinate
Yeah.
that run game, like just being able to delegate there. That's huge for OC. So we always got a
For
great coaching
sure.
staff, so that's always gonna help. But really next year we'll see his scheme come into play,
See
and then
what
that's
goes
what we
on.
really evaluate.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's move on to this last game of the year. It's not really anything too exciting. I mean, I don't like Stanford.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that that's like my. I wouldn't say that that's the team the rival that I like the least. They kind of like middle of the pack. I mean, I definitely would say the rival of ours that I dislike the most. Damn, I probably would say it's probably a tie between SC and Navy. Like I say, for me, Michigan kind of. I only played Michigan. We played Michigan twice, but
I don't know what it is
yeah,
about
yeah. I don't like
Michigan,
Michigan.
like
Yeah, I don't
bro,
like
Michigan,
Michigan either.
bro,
Yeah, I ain't like Michigan either though. Yeah, I don't like Michigan
bro,
either. Actually,
I think because Michigan's so close to us. I mean, not close,
yeah.
but like we just I don't know. We both got that old school. But whenever we play whenever that Michigan rivalry was going, bro, it was like I hate Michigan, bro. Like I don't know, like SC is like, all right, whatever. We playing SC,
Yeah.
like we play them. Whatever, it's SC. They some boys from California who just out here playing, like whatever. But Michigan is like these boys really like want to play us. Like they really like think they better
Yeah,
than
nah,
us.
they was on that. They definitely was on that. Like they
Yeah.
definitely was. Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
ain't like Michigan either. I, I guess I'm a little torn because I almost went to Michigan. I ain't gonna lie. I was
they
like,
even not,
I
not even
feel like
fire
this
school to
close
go
to
to,
going to
man.
Michigan. I was about to go. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, that
I was about
that
to go.
stadium, playing in that
Yeah.
stadium, bro, you walk through that little tunnel and they just throwing batteries at your helmet, throwing
Yeah,
batteries at
no,
you,
that was my freshman year, bro. That was like the second game of my college career in the big house. I think is it still the record for the largest, like
bro. It was
the
like
biggest
100,
game?
it
Bro,
was
that
like
shit was what?
20,000 people.
It was
It
like
was
120. Bro, we came out, I was like, oh. I was like, oh, so this is college football.
this is
Okay,
college football.
okay.
Like
All
that was
right.
different. Yeah,
Okay. But we getting off topic because we're supposed to be talking about Stanford.
we
Very
definitely
middle. I guess the point of that whole tangent was that Stanford is a very middle of the pack rival.
yeah
Like,
we ain't like it's like
we ain't worried about y'all for real. You know what I
yeah
mean? And that's probably bit us in the ass. It has bit Notre Dame in the ass a few times. I
no for
mean, my
sure.
junior year when we lost to them on that field goal. I mean,
Yeah,
if we would have won that game, we probably would have been in the college football playoffs that year.
for real.
That was what that was 2015. Yeah,
15. That was that
yeah,
hurt. That
yeah.
would
That
hurt.
was a year.
That was
Yeah,
that
that
was
was a year, man. I
that
ain't
was
gonna
a
lie, they had me crying on Showtime after that game. I didn't know how I felt about that. I was a little mad that they put that on TV.
hey
Well, I
Showtime.
wasn't full crying. I wasn't full crying. I was just like, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
glad
But
they didn't catch me. Bro. I was balling after that Stanford game
ah,
because that was my if we'd have won that game, I was like, bro, I'm gonna come back for the playoffs. We lost. I was like, damn, it's over with.
say it's over. Say it's
It's over
over,
with.
man. Ah, ah.
Yeah, no, and sure, Showtime started tripping at the end of that season, man. We had to get off of there. But man, no, getting on back to
Nah,
Stanford.
Showtime was dope, man. Yeah,
Showtime,
Stanford.
Showtime,
I would say my shout out to Showtime. Shout out to Cole. Shout out. Yeah, that's
shout
my
out.
guy, man. That's my guy. Nah, but yeah, I would say my fondest Stanford memory was probably playing against Kevin Hogan. That was my high school quarterback. My first year on varsity as a sophomore, he was a senior, and that boy was that boy was a dog, man. I'm talking about. Yeah, he was doing crazy, crazy, crazy stuff on the field in high school, bro. Like nuts. And then seeing him go to Stanford and then getting to be out in the field my junior year, getting to start against him, like talking smack to him across the field. Yeah, that was probably one of my fondest memories. And yeah, that was a good game. I ended up getting a concussion that game though, so I don't quite remember the ending of it that well, but I know that we lost on that field goal, and that
Yeah,
sucked. That hurt
it
extra.
was a rough one, man. That was a rough one. I guess I played. We played against. I mean, I guess played against Stanford every year, and I had my high school teammate Ed Reynolds. Me and him, the only two people from my high school to ever get drafted to the NFL. We both played. He played receiver. I was playing receiver. He played safety. My
Shout
saw. I
out to
saw
Woodbury Forest,
Woodbury
man. Shout
Forest.
out to Woodbury, man.
Woodbury Forest, man. It's
Yeah.
V's up, A down, baby. You already know. But
I ain't gonna lie to y'all didn't want no smoke coming up to play Gonzaga. Y'all
I
wanted
I
no
wanted
bump,
all. Did y'all
bro.
play McDonough? Did y'all play
Yes, bro.
McDonough?
We beat McDonough. Played
Yeah. So
McDonough 3 years. We beat them 2 years and lost once. Like,
yeah, we
don't
competed with
don't
McDonough,
start
bro.
that. Oh, y'all
We
competed. Oh,
we
y'all
beat McDonough.
competed. Like it
Beat
was
them
like
one year. Hey, look, we beat them
like
one year, bro. We beat them one year, and then my senior year, I ain't gonna lie, they smacked us. But it was I
Mhm.
had two TDs, but I went crazy, but they
Yeah.
smacked everybody else on the team. Like I'm telling you, it was just me out there at one point. I was like, bro, y'all gonna help me? Y'all gotta help me. Like it's just me out here. Like,
It would have been that. It would have been even worse than that. It would have been
but,
even worse than that.
but
See,
y'all don't know who I was. I don't know. They're
see,
like,
I
yo,
was going to know
who
CJ
number
first
three?
thing. Yeah.
Y'all know who I was.
Somebody get him. Somebody tackle him. You know? Somebody tackle him. You know?
Somebody getting caught. I'd have bopped somebody. I'm like, I'm catching somebody out here. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been me. I promise you that right there. I would have came right. Shoelace, hey, come
Stanford,
here.
Stanford for me was one of those teams though. I think that was really important for me in my career because like I had to. I mean, obviously, you get into college, you got to play special teams. Like, that's how you get on the field. And
Mhm.
Stanford, bro, them guys on their special teams, like they just got a bunch of guys who like walk on type guys, like who just there to just I don't care about my body. I'm just here. I'm just trying to get this scholarship, bro. Not even going for the tackle, just going to just
Going hard.
out. And so that's when playing at Stanford. I had to literally a switch had to flip in my head like, hey, bro, you got to be tough. Like that's when my tough card came in. I'm like, hey, you gotta have a switch in your head to be like, all right, I gotta play different against these guys because they gonna come in and bring it. If you ain't bringing it, them boys gonna run you
Hmm.
into the ground. So I think that was probably playing Stanford was always fun because I just knew you knew exactly what they was gonna bring. Like them,
Hmm.
you gonna have to block somebody 6'4", 250, run a 4.8, and with a bar down the middle of his face mask. You know what he coming with. You know what he
And he's
coming with.
smart. And he's smart as hell too.
Yeah, he's
And
smart.
he
Probably
engineer. And he an
engineer,
engineer. So all
engineer.
types of. He got his angles right. That boy, you feel me? Technique down. It's like, all right, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
inside
damn.
hands.
Boy.
Like, come on.
Yeah, their kickoff team used to be full of like tight ends. Cause I was on the front line on kickoff
Mm-hmm.
all 3 years at Notre Dame. So yeah, man, my freshman year, I think that was the first time we played Stanford. My freshman year, that was the first time I ever got yelled at on national TV because I got blown up, missed my block, and full crunched a mirror. Like, and
Bro,
I was
if you
just
ain't,
standing there like, oh,
if
I run
you
out to the sideline, coach, get Coach Kelly in my ear. I'm trying to act like I don't even hear him. I'm just, hey, man,
if
let's
you
go,
gonna
y'all.
bring
Let's go offense.
Stanford, you gotta bring 150% on that kick return.
Man, what?
Because if you don't
Man,
get back
what?
full speed to that spot, you gonna turn them boys gonna be right in front of you, and they
Right
gonna just try to
there
run
on
you
your
over.
toes,
They're not
and
even
they
going.
don't. Yeah,
They're
they
not
don't.
trying to go for the tackle. They just gonna try to run
Yeah.
you over. They like, I don't care. You food today, and I'm eating you. Like,
Oh man. Yeah, nah, Stanford. It's a tough rivalry. It's a tough rivalry for sure.
yeah,
But they trashed this year, so
yeah.
we should spank them
But
boys. And it's we
it
just
was it was
reminiscing on
nice when
old
we was
times.
there.
Yeah,
It was
yeah. They
it was
not.
a
They
whole
not. They
different it
not
was a whole
on
different
nothing
Stanford
no
when we
more.
played
They ain't
there.
on nothing no more. Like
They had
they.
McCaffrey, they had
Yeah.
Andrew
Nah,
Luck,
but
they had all types of boys out there. Like,
whoa, whoa,
yeah,
whoa, whoa, whoa. You old now. You talking about Andrew Luck. Let me show your age. I ain't play against Andrew Luck, bro. I didn't play against Andrew Luck, bro.
Andrew Luck ain't.
I
I mean,
didn't.
come on, Andrew Luck ain't that old now. We ain't that old now, brother. Andrew Luck, come on,
Andrew
we
Luck.
played. I think, yeah, he was
You seen a
my
picture of Andrew Luck recently?
man, that man been, bro. You
What
know what that man
the
been through.
whole
You know what that man been through.
yeah, for sure, man. I'm
Hey,
saying
that
I'm
man
not
went.
that old. I didn't play against Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck handed the ball off to Toby Gerhart. Like I ain't that old, bro. Like
No, bro,
you that old. For you was in okay, so you see now you showing your age, CJ.
That's
You was in college when
2012,
you
bro.
was in
Come on.
college when the gloves were still gray, huh?
No,
That's when you
I
was
was
in college, huh,
we was
CJ?
in college when I was my college. I went to college when with the Alabama switch. When Alabama took over college football, that
Mm,
was when I entered college football.
yeah, yeah, that
Yeah,
was the
because
time.
that's when they beat Florida.
Quite the shift. Quite the shift it
Or
was.
they've
Abrupt.
been
It was
yeah.
abrupt too.
It was
Yeah,
abrupt.
yeah.
It was definitely abrupt.
Hey man. But yeah, so I guess the last thing we could touch on before we head up out, the last couple of things. I've definitely, I don't know if you read this online, but I've seen some of the bowl projections. Um, varying bowl games. I think it's like whatever the new name of the Outback Bowl is. It's
Yeah, I
some
saw that. Yeah,
whoever owns it now, whoever put the highest bid in. I don't know how it works, but
yeah.
the Aunt Jemima Bowl. I don't know how.
You feel me
But
though?
they are projecting Notre Dame to play LSU, and I think that would be quite the matchup. I don't think Coach Kelly wants any of that smoke because he's gonna have like half of his stars are sitting out.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
his quarterback not gonna play, the receiver's
Yeah,
not gonna play, so he would definitely get beat up by his old team. I don't think he wants any of that bump.
yeah. No, I ain't.
And yeah, so I don't think that he would even accept that bowl bid. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
I'm
for
being
sure. I
frank
mean,
with
it would sell tickets, for the Notre Dame fans and stuff.
you. Mm-hmm.
Everybody definitely want to see us kind of get back at Coach Kelly a little bit. In my opinion, I think we definitely should be playing some SEC team.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's LSU, South Carolina, whatever. I think we should always match up with those athletes at the end of the year. Because they're the best athletes in the country. The SEC is the best conference in the country. There's no doubt about it. So if I don't, it doesn't matter what team we're playing. Even if we can catch like if Alabama, maybe slip up and lose in the what's his name show, I don't care. Hey, I feel like we need those type of games just so we can see like, hey, we
Okay,
can compete, like, because
let's
at the
see.
end of the day, like that's what we're trying to get to. So if we want to be able, get to that point, we won't have to. Hey, we have to compete and
Let's
beat
see
those
what's
teams.
up.
So hey, like that's how I feel.
Yeah,
We're not
I would
gonna
like.
we're not.
I would like to see. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
go,
Go ahead,
go
finish.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I would like to see Notre Dame versus Ole Miss. I think that
Yeah.
would be
Hmm.
a very polarizing game, and I think
Yeah.
that'd be a good matchup. I think that'd be a
Yeah.
good matchup with the defense. I think that's strength versus strength. The good passing offense versus a good passing defense. So I
Yeah.
think that would be a tantalizing bowl game. I
Ole
think a
Miss,
lot of
like
people would tune into
Tennessee,
that.
like a Tennessee, maybe. Like Tennessee's
I
a
think
tough.
we'll spank Tennessee, bro. I think we'll spank
Yeah, I
Tennessee,
think
man.
I
Yeah,
mean, honestly, we probably spank Ole Miss too, but I like our matchup with like just the athletes. I
yeah,
just think we just need to keep every year. We just need our best. We need to see our young boys. They need to see like, oh yeah, this is what was out there, and I
yeah.
can
See
I can
what's
play
up.
against these boys. And the big
Mm-hmm.
guys too, like, hey, we inside like shit. These guys are
Definitely,
big.
cause
I need to work on my shit because these boys is not playing down here down south. Like, so I
yeah,
feel like we need to
yeah.
see
That
that every.
definitely, it definitely does. I think I feel like if you go back and look at the Notre Dame bowl games and see when we played like an SEC team in the bowl game, I feel like every year that next year we always come out better than we was the
Oh,
year
exactly.
before.
Yeah.
And I think it is a lot of what you're saying. Like the guys get to compete with those SEC teams and most of the times we do win. I mean, look back to Music City Bowl 14, what was that, 17 or 18 when Miles caught that, you know what I'm saying? Like most of those years we come back the next year and 10-win season, almost college football playoffs. The year after that, college football playoff berth. So it's like, I definitely do think that you onto something with that, CJ.
Yeah.
When Notre Dame plays an SEC team in the bowl game and they win, that next
Yeah.
year they come back with a little bit more swagger and they
Mhm.
got a little bit more oomph to them, knowing like, yeah, man, we can compete with whoever out here.
Yeah,
Like
we
it
don't
don't
care who
matter.
it is.
Like, yeah, what's up?
Just
Line it up. You know what I mean?
line it up. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah, yeah,
That's really what that's really what
yeah.
this thing is about. Because once you get to the league, it's
Mm-hmm.
not it ain't no, oh, we playing F who are we playing, South Dakota State or whatever, like,
Not
you know,
FCS West. That's what you was gonna say. You was gonna take it back to the
I was about to say FCS
NCAA days. Oh
NCAA.
man, Not the NCAA game, Shawty. Hey,
I don't
no.
really like.
Speaking of that, though, like those SEC teams, like are out of pocket for
They,
scheduling Savannah
they out of
State and Georgia State in
out of
week
pocket.
10 and like, come on, bro,
Yeah.
tighten up.
But I
Like,
mean,
come on, y'all.
I feel it though, because it's like they playing. They got to play. If you damn, you got
Shit,
to play
we need a
LSU.
break.
You got to play LSU, Arkansas, Ole Miss, Auburn, and then you got. Then it's like, all right,
We'll throw
let's get a
Arkansas in
little
there.
easy
You
game in
know,
here
throw
somewhere.
Arkansas. You gonna throw Arkansas in there? Like
I'm just saying
that's a
that's not,
hard
like
game
they got
playing
to play.
Arkansas.
You
No
got,
disrespect to Arkansas, but like, I mean, I wouldn't think
I
Arkansas was
could
a
have
tough
named
game if
every.
that was on our schedule.
I was just trying to think of all the SEC West teams. You feel me? Like,
Dang, you taking shots at them boys today.
what you
Nah, we
mean?
both taking shots. We both
Arkansas,
taking shots. Yeah, they trash. They trash. But yeah, man. Before we sign off though, I sent this to you. I texted this to you when I sent the clip. It was Dion doing the interview. Coach Prime, man. He was talking about how in the third quarter it's like a wave just come down from the crowd. All you smell is just straight gas. I said, Lord, pray for them boys, man. Because I tell you this right now, that'd be tough. If we trying to sit on the sideline,
hey,
coach talking about third down, and all I'm smelling is just straight gas. Like, oh snap, coach! Like,
them boys trying to get. They
what
like
you were
we trying to
saying?
get to the,
What you were saying, coach?
we trying to get to the dorms.
Like, yo, let me get it back. You ain't got no Starburst, coach. Like, you ain't got no Skittles, man. I'm hungry, coach. Like,
Hey,
oh man, that's. I,
the
I
boys
don't know.
asked
They
for the
gotta
Gatorade
police that.
juice.
They gotta police that a little bit better or something, man. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
man, what can you do? You in Colorado, man? Ain't
Bro,
nothing.
that's tough task, bro. Like I've never had to deal with that.
I never, I
In
never
my
felt that.
17 years of playing football, in my entire life, I've never had to deal with smelling weed. Maybe when I was like in Pop Warner, but never when I really could notice it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Never
so
smelled no
I
no
couldn't
weed.
imagine that, bro. I couldn't imagine that, bro. Like in a high pressure situation, like it's the fourth quarter. We gotta go out for this 2 minute drill. All I'm smelling is gassy
You
on.
be like,
Like,
middle of the
oh,
game, head turn around, like, what?
oh, y'all wilding, bro. Chill out.
Like, come
Like,
on,
come
bro.
on, y'all.
You start calming the
Say
crowd
turn
down.
it. Say turn
Hey,
it
y'all
down,
calm
yeah.
down. Y'all calm down, man. Y'all can't
Oh
even
man,
concentrate out
dog,
here.
dog, that's crazy. All you smelling is lemon cherry gelato and
Man,
white ranch in the air. Like, oh Lord, help them, man.
man.
Sheesh.
What's them Cowboys doing, man? What them Cowboys doing? Did they win this
Hey, hold
week?
on. Yeah, we won this week. I mean, we played the Panthers, bro. And we
So,
play, we play on Thanksgiving. We play
play the Commanders, right?
the Commanders. I was about to say the Skins.
Yeah, already.
I'm
Yeah,
an old
I
school
was
hater, so yeah, I be messing
old
them
school
up.
hater.
But the command, we play the Commanders though. You know that's easy. They just lost to the Giants, bro. Like
Yeah, I don't know how you lose to the Giants
they
without
lose to the
Daniel
Giants.
Jones. That's crazy. You lose without Daniel. They lost.
Daniel Jones not good.
That's
Daniel
what I'm
Jones
saying, but
not.
he not good. Then you lose to his backup. Like, dang, how
But they
you lose
lost
to
his backup. Like
backup? Like, I mean,
shout
I
out
guess
to Tommy DeVito. Shout out
I'm
to
about to say
Tommy DeVito.
at
He
that
was a
point,
freshman. He
that
was a
dude probably
freshman
done
at
shit.
Syracuse. He
Mhm.
was a freshman at Syracuse when I was in my fifth year. Shout out to Tommy DeVito. But you
Yeah,
definitely you gotta get out your mama's house though, bro. You're a grown man, bro. You gotta get out
nah, he in New York, bro. Ain't not much even much you can do up there. Right? It's too expensive up there.
your he in New Jersey, bro. He in New Jersey. He got money.
My bad. Excuse me.
He come for money. He come for
Oh,
money too.
DeVito,
Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Jersey
You know
Shore,
what
huh?
time it is. Hey man, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Anyway, it's another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in,
Get
as
out of here.
always, to another episode of the Lucky Underdogs podcast, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gonna see what goes on with this closeout game this year. It's been a hell of a season. Thank y'all all for tuning in. You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
it.
It's been a pleasure. I had so much fun learning so much with my dog. You feel me? Couldn't have
All love.
asked for nobody better to do it with, man. Couldn't have asked for nobody
Yeah.
better to do it with.
Appreciate you, my
But
dog.
as always,
Appreciate this opportunity as
you know it,
a
man.
blessing. It's been a blessing to be on here talking Notre Dame football with my guy Dev, and also, you know, with everybody who's been following us this whole season. We appreciate it. The underdogs will be back. We ain't done yet, but we will always be showcasing them guys who don't get the ops. You know, the low recruit stars, the 3 stars, and maybe them walk on. So man, we always show them guys love, man. So
Everybody.
team underdog, man. We appreciate y'all.
Always, man. As always, Lucky Underdogs Podcast brought to you by Believe Network and Good Men Productions. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Happy holidays and peace out.